and as soon as you ask them.
Yeah, if you're doing nothing wrong, you've got nothing to hide.
So because the argument is if you've got nothing to hide, you've got.
Which is the most convoluted crock of crap I've ever heard in my life. But anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, and what that does is it makes the law-abiding citizens more vulnerable than the non-law-abiding citizens, and it makes the predators. It gives the predators.
It gives the predators
will most likely maintain their anonymity. It gives them more power over the law-abiding citizens and good people who will not be so skeptical. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's the first condition. The second condition is that the
people with the most extortive power,
with the most power, which would be a government or any group of companies, the people with the most power in any given society.
So fantasy number 2.
Yeah, these people are always moral and will always act, with benevolent intentions. Yeah. Fantasy number 3 is that we all
so we all agree on the same sets of virtues to abide by,
and we all have the same morality. We can all agree, white is white, black is black, or and the government needs to be, or the companies need to, have exactly the same regulations and operating principles. So under those
politicians and extorters who never lie.
If we have criminals who never lie, if politicians are always honest, and if everybody agrees on
the blockchain and have
principles
it set in stone
under these
on the
three
blockchain.
Conditions,
forever,
then
this is forever. So these conditions,
you're safe to share
these conditions
your data
can't change.
with everybody else, and
your health history, your psychological history, your family history, your genetic history.
If you put your phone number or your address or your educational history or
good luck pictures. With that.
These
and they will be there forever for your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids, and every single ancestor.
If you put these things in the blockchain, they're basically going to be there forever.
Every single inheritor of your genes will inherit that information as well. No chance. No, just don't get anywhere near me with that evil, please. That's straight out of Revelation. That's the mark of the beast, and now we're stuck. Okay, so you've sold me a dystopian future. Now what's the best we can do? Let's turn this around.
Right. So there's an argument of total.
Yes, anonymous is be known and
okay, did we find out yesterday that anonymity was actually a word?
Anonymous.
To be anonymous was to be
anonymous. Known. So the A in anonymous is anti.
Yeah. Whereas.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's funny, I didn't realize that was a word, but it is apparently. So, okay, so that's the equivalent is to be completely anonymous. What?
Yeah, so individual sovereignty.
That puts the power of security into the hands of the individual rather than the governing body. So being completely
and non-predatory. There are no
being
predators.
Completely anonymous requires that all the actors will actually be all the external environment is good. and makes the three assumptions which I said before, which
are the three
false,
fantasies
basically.
of anonymity.
Three fantasies of anonymity. Is that right? No.
And English is our first language.
Okay, sure. All right. Okay. But the equivalent. Yeah. Don't remind me. So the equivalent of this is to be anonymous, and there are different levels of this. It just means
in the world that Western civilization was
allowed to be known and
do not allow to be known. Western civilization, which
definitely means not putting your information on the blockchain.
That's the whole reason the Western civilization is the way it is individual sovereignty and choice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and so
drugs, guns, weapons,
for everybody
predators,
to be completely
what the hell
anonymous,
do you do?
We
now know that
sounds scary because
God damn, you walk outside your house, there's a predator hiding behind a lamppost, just waiting to jump on you, your wife or your kids. And, oh my God, it's scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is why
bingo.
It just shifts the boundary point. So instead of defending it on expecting the environment to defend you, you have the power to defend yourself. Yeah. So it's kind of quite individualistic.
It also
to focus
on
anonymity because it gives the opportunity to personally defend and take care of yourself.
Because if they don't demonstrate to others their virtues, the others are going to be suspicious of them, cynical, skeptical, all these sorts of things. So the onus is on the individual to demonstrate and display virtue, because otherwise they won't be trusted.
Yeah. So you can have
characteristics.
You can have anonymity, but you can also have several different, personalities, or not even personalities, just identities, which are tied to different things, but they're still anonymous. So like I might have three different
each of the identities
accounts, which might be known to the world, but they can't be traced back to me.
Different virtues with them to be able to operate inside the environment they operate in.
Yeah. And in this case, reputation is extremely important, because I'm not going to just trust anybody that I meet online, but I am going to trust people who have a reputation
social credits
of being decent people. So you can just see actually, the two in this world of anonymity, reputation is extremely important. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
so with the Chinese social credits,
it's dangerous
an example
if it's imposed by some sort of umbrella bureaucracy.
Put your
it's not dangerous if it's
private
imposed
information
by
on
you
the
and
blockchain.
And in fact, we do that. We've done that amongst ourselves. You've generated a private-public key pair. I've grabbed your public key, stuck it on my machines, and allowed you to log into my machines only if you use that public key. Now, what that does is, it assures it ensures to me that login can only be Ray. Yeah. It can only be Ray. Now, that doesn't mean I have to trust him, but it does mean it can only be him. So the longer that we interact and establish reputation, the more trust is built, and therefore no drama. You don't have to monitor and verify that login, because it's always going to be right. That's